been a really busy morning for officials, as you can see behind me, as they've been trying to get to each location that has been robbed here in southern Colorado. Now, that first robbery started just before 4 this morning, and the others happened in between 4:20 and 5:15, so extremely close together and one after the other. Take a Turkey to Work Day. It has already just begun. We have a bunch of volunteers and team members out here by those drop-off boxes holding signs. We got a cool turkey costume here as well. We've talked with teachers this morning, parents and grandparents, and even students are here outside of Palmer High School. To what severity has this hurt Manitou Springs, and how do you guys plan on tackling this issue? We have heard of One Way, which we'll get into. I talked to a couple of passengers this morning that said they haven't experienced any troubles in the airport or traveling. So far, so good is the mindset for a lot of passengers. The cold weather is a part of the reason why we're seeing those spikes in flu cases.
There she goes. We have much more ahead this morning, and we will be
taking a look at all these shelves here. It is huge, and there are so many boxes full of food. How do you keep track of everything that you have? 3, 2, 1. Woo! Oh, come on, Natalie Porkman!
And they're off and running. Here we go. Number 2 is actually in the lead. There goes Boreana Grande.
According to those documents that we received from our sister station, the 45-year-old suspect, Mohammed Solomon, actually lived right here on Washoe Circle. Inspectors, they use checklists like these that I'm holding right now, which is based on requirements set forth in the Mortuary Science Code and Rule. We have some of those dogs that are going to be at the event. We've got this big schnauzer right here, Jethro, yeah. And then we have Waffles. Well, Sophie, emotions are being felt all over the world today, globally. They already have a good amount of space set up for that retail product. Over here, they have their medical marijuana. Erica, El Paso County Sheriff's Office said they're going to be out here on this portion of the highway that's blocked off for a long time, like you said. It's a good time to use that trifold that came with your ballot in that packet. And as you can see, these are the different locations. What we know is that a person was shot, taken to the hospital, and then died. I've been out here at the scene here on Galley for about 3 hours now. All it really takes for a thief to do is to see if your car's unlocked, get in, and then take off because you left your keys in the ignition and the ignition on. And one cool thing about Bob is he installed engines on this glider. Now, Bob, can you show me a little bit about this aircraft, how it works? Small businesses like Kilroy's might build cool things and drive our local economy, but it's more than that. The product is community.
We started in an airplane hangar with a porta potty out in Falcon, unincorporated El Paso County, back almost 13 years ago. We went from one airplane hangar to a bigger airplane hangar and a bigger porta potty from building to building, and now we're at 15,000 square feet here, and we're adding locations in Littleton, Monument, in McKinney, Texas.
Now, the founder of Kilroy's workshop, Ron Hardman, tells me they train more than 4,000 students a year of all ages. Many of those students, kids like Jack.
So Jack has actually set up at his house a forge. He's saving up and buying tools. He's doing these things where, I mean, he's going to be able to go out and start his own business.
I would love to share more with the world.
The company creates axes and knives. They also weld and cast, and the team forges it together with heart.
You get to do life together, and that's the important thing right there.
Hardman tells me they're also forging sabers for cadets at the United States Air Force Academy.
I want them to have a saber that is worthy of a legacy, right? I didn't feel good with some of these sabers that we were cleaning and shipping back because I knew they were inherently flawed, and yet this is going on the wall for generations to come. These are made by hand, by people right here in Colorado Springs who care deeply about the community.
Behind me is 21-year-old Isabella Phillips. She has a condition called polymorphous light eruption, a condition I've learned that can be fairly common for some people when skin's exposed to the sun in the spring or summer. Now, what makes her case unique is her symptoms are year-round.
They get so itchy to the point of where I can maybe even be ripping skin off.
At 14 years old, Isabella Phillips says she started noticing rashes. Throughout the years, they'd gotten worse. Typically, they appear on her skin 30 minutes after being exposed to the sun. She tells me they can last up to 10 days.
I could not go out in the sun, and it was very hard because my family likes to go outside when we do like the 4th of July and stuff, and I couldn't do it.
Local dermatologist Seth Lofgreen says Phillips' condition isn't too common. He says he's seen people with different situations that don't always align with the standard textbook answer.
That's the best use of our training, is the ones that you can't just read the textbook and you have to read between the lines to see what that person's body is telling you.
Phillips says this UV protective helmet she now wears is a life changer.
At one time I leaned in to kiss my dad and forgot this was on.
That's actually really cute. She says while it's helping her enjoy the outside, people don't always understand.
People that wear that helmet are usually not doing it for fun or by choice. By the time you need the helmet is when you have a severe allergy.
But hopes it can be a learning experience for others and herself.
What have you learned, I guess, from this
I guess
condition?
between all my disabilities and this allergy, I've learned that it's okay to feel bad sometimes. It's okay to not be okay. But if anything, instead of feeling sorry for yourself, you can learn about your own sicknesses and help other people with the same problem.